What's up guys, Risu here, and today I'm bringing you something that I am still not sure about. This happened during one of my live streams, and what I have for you is something I can only assume is a very strange glitch, or our realm had been hacked with a client. This is where I need your help. Have you ever seen anything like this before? Please let me know if you have ever experienced anything like this down below. Now, I just wanted to say, before we get into the video, if you enjoy the kind of content I'm creating, give a like, give a subscribe button, a little tap. All support is very much appreciated. Now let's get straight into the video. With this story, we have to start from the beginning. Allow me to set the scene for you. Me and my friend Motty have a survival multiplayer realm, and right now it is thriving. One night, while I was streaming on Twitch, I was finishing off my base. Now, the only people that were in the server at the time were 4 mods. Me, Motty, Jenna, Glyph. As far as I know, none of them are guilty for doing this because we were all there at the same time. Some of them left during the apocalypse. Things started getting very strange. We have all heard that lightning never strikes the same place twice. Well, as you saw just then, that was not the case. 10 times minimum was the count. 10.
One really shot me up because I wasn't expecting it. 7.
Now, as we can see, I am counting the amount of times lightning is striking those 4 particular blocks. And as we see, I'm counting, I got struck for the 9th time.
9.
Now, this is where chaos started to ensue. That's the 10th. And that's the 11th. What? I have never seen, heard anything like this before. They keep spawning. They keep spawning. Look how many there are. Now, I think these are referred to as traps. Is where when it's lightning outside and it's raining, it's thunder, you see one of these skeleton horses. You have to approach them, and all of a sudden when you get into a certain range, they multiply. Now, they spawned in my base. So as I'm coming down the elevator, I go back in my room, and they're there again. So I take him out, get the loot, and try to contemplate what is happening. As you can see here, skeletons decide to show up, one after the other. And so take them all out, one spawns again. Now, this is occurring in multiple waves. Now, first we had the traps, now we have skeleton rounds. This is something of a zombies COD kind of game. Now I'm going to be fast forwarding majority of the clips. As you can see, baby zombie decided to show up, no bother, kill him. Another one shows, kill him. And now zombies decide to show up in a well lit room. So after the small zombie rounds, nothing too much of a hassle. I'm trying to type, and each time a lightning bolt strikes, 5 of those spawn. So as you can see, lightning is striking a lot of the time, therefore a lot of them are spawning. Therefore, I have to swing my axe a lot, because there is so many of them. Look at them! There's so much loot. I am legit panicking at that point. My index finger is killing me. And then we finish them off with a lot of loot just on the floor. A lot of arrows on my wall. A lot of helmets, a lot of bows. I have no clue what just happened. But nevertheless, that is not the worst. The worst is still to come. Now, anyway, as we can see, these strays decide to pop up. Now the only problem is, as if things didn't get as confusing as it already has, we are not in a ice biome, we are in a plains biome. So these guys should not be spawning down here at all. But they are, and that leads to even more confusion within the realm. Moving on to even more questionable spawning mechanics, we have the Husk, who has decided to turn up at a plains biome. This is not a desert biome, it is a plains, therefore he has no right to spawn here at all. But, moving on to questionable biome choices, we have questionable dimension choices. the Wither has decided to show up. Wither skeletons and now blazes. So we've gone from husks, we've gone from strays, we've gone from withers, and now we've gone to blazes. Cave spiders decide to show up. I have no idea why, but they are there and they are annoying because they poison you, which is not good, especially when you're on low health. You could die very easily from them. But, as you can see, we chop through them. More withers spawn. But, nevertheless, we get through them despite how many are spawning. We do well. I hit Jenna on accident. Clearly an accident because my aim is that bad. But, you know, I am still doing my thing. Chopping them up. And still not the worst to come. You know, couple 20 wither skeletons. But, you know, definitely not the worst so far. Nevertheless, we move on to silverfish. I don't know how to explain this one. I can't explain it. It's just very confusing at this point in time. And to get even more confusing, we have the Elder Guardian. 3 of them decide to show up without any question. We wanted to keep them to use him for one of our prisons so they couldn't get out because of mining fatigue. But nevertheless, we move on to the aquatic theme. We have strays, we have husks, we've had elder guardians, we've had wither skeletons. Now we move on to the phantom, who have decided to show up. This is still getting more confusing by the second. Now this doesn't make sense at all. Why is there multiple zombie types? We have husks, we have zombies, and we have the drowned. They are here, and we are still very confused, as I must say at this point. But nevertheless, we chop through them, take another one out, and this is where it gets even more confusing. We now move on to the villager and pillager update. And then with the skeletons, zombies, every single time has come on down. Oh, we open the door and we see these guys. As you can see here, we have a lot of different kinds of mobs. We have some from the Villager and Pillager update, we have some from the Nether, we have some from underwater, but nevertheless, we are not complaining at all. Look at the loot we're getting. We're getting a lot of emeralds, we're getting a lot of coal, we're getting a lot of wither skulls, which are very good for beacons, but more spawn, more are here, more to fear. I make my way outside the room because it is getting a little bit hectic. Turn my emeralds into emerald blocks.
What is that?
Now, what is
That's
this?
mine. I call
What
it
is
dog.
this? This is a red dog that is
I can't get him.
just spawned
Can't get
out of
him.
nowhere. What is it? What is its purpose?
Can't get him.
Now, it doesn't last long because my friends are... I'm not going to say the words, but another one spawns and we decide to test the laws of physics and dye the whole dog. Not his collar, but we dyed the whole dog. We went from pink and now it's black. And I think eventually, I'm just going to cut to this bit. We'll just cut to this bit. Why not? Let's have even more skeletons and skeleton jockey horses. That kind of stuff. Nevertheless, we take them all out and we fill up our chests. Now, this is probably the worst bit. We have so many mobs. And there are so many that the whole realm lags horribly. As you can see here, look, the spiders are falling very slowly. And I thought, what better way to time to get a thumbnail? Because of the lag, I decided, you know what, let's get a thumbnail for this video. Why not? We have no damage being taken at all. Even the mobs are confused at this point. They're like, why the hell are we here? But, nevertheless, as I say once again, we are still very confused at this point of time. Now, there is so much loot, and I will show the loot eventually. As you can see, the chests on the side, they start to stack up. So we have to create more chests for even more loot. But I take out the rest of the spiders, and this is the loot. So climb up here, look at the loot. There is so many enchanted helmets that we can disenchant. There's so many bows that we can disenchant. There's so many coal which we can use for fuel sources. There's so many bones to grow crops. This is what you call the jackpot, as I would say. Even saddles. We've been running out of saddles recently, but that is it for now. This happened for 3 hours. If any of you have ever experienced this before in a realm, in single player, please comment it down below. I am desperate to know exactly what happened. Nevertheless, that has been your boy Riso. Thank you very much for watching. Please leave a like, please leave a subscribe button, little tap, and please comment down below. This has been Riso signing out. Peace.